Hello everybody. Today we are going to deal with the vocabulary of two lessons. Ban the Ban by Sydney Ann Stone. Ban the Ban by Sydney Ann Stone. In addition to the vocabulary of the lesson So There's a Problem, written by Karen Klein. So There's a Problem, written by Karen Klein. Now, dears, let's remember together the wisdom of the week. Do you remember? I asked you before, do you believe in freedom? The famous American poet Robert Frost wrote, "Freedom lies in being bold. Freedom lies in being bold." And here is the Liberty statue, the symbol of freedom all around the world. As long as today's lesson is vocabulary, can you guess the objectives of today's lesson? Actually, dears, by the end of this lesson, you will be able to: Number 1, investigate some new words. Number 2, articulate the new words accurately. Moreover, you will be able to predict the meaning of some American slang words. And finally, you will be able to present some sentences using the new words. You are going to invent sentences using the new words you have already studied. As a start, I'd like to ask you a question. What do you imagine about American people? Are all the Americans slim and cute as what we can see in American movies? Actually, the answer is no. The fact is that obesity is a serious problem in the USA. Let's start our vocabulary together. The first word is called implement. Implement. As you can see, this woman decided to implement a dress code. And this American politician says that it's impossible to implement and not what this country is about. Here is a sentence. The company plans to implement the recommendations. So, dears, now, can you guess the meaning of implement? Implement is a verb. Implement, implemented, implemented. And the meaning of the verb implement is to put into effect. To put into effect or to carry out. To carry out. The second word today is called mandates. Mandates. Like dispatch. Get up. Write this. Listen to me. And here is a sentence. They carried out the governor's mandates to build more roads. Try to guess. What is the meaning of mandates? Mandates is a noun, and its singular form is mandate. The meaning of mandates is orders or commands. Orders or commands. The third word of today is intervene. Intervene. And here is a sentence. The referee tried to intervene to prevent the boxers from violence. The referee tried to intervene to prevent the boxers from violence. So, can you guess the meaning of intervene now? Intervene is a verb. Intervene, intervened, intervened. And the meaning of the verb intervene is to interfere with or to take action, to try to stop a dispute or a conflict. The fourth word of today is intentions. Intentions. As you can see, this cute girl in the photo has good intentions. And our sentence says, she had no intention of staying here. So please quickly guess the meaning of the word intention. As you know, intentions is a noun whose singular form is intention. So it is a countable noun. The meaning of the word intentions is purposes. Purposes for or goals of one's actions. The fifth word of today is dictate. Dictate. As you can see in the photo, we have a designer and a client. And our sentence says, the client is dictating the designer all what he wants. The client is dictating the designer all what he wants. So please guess the meaning. As you know, dictate is a verb. Dictate, dictated, dictated. And the meaning of the verb dictate is to give orders to. To give orders to control or influence something. To give orders to control or influence something. The sixth word of today is called exemption. Exemption. And our sentence says, the report confirmed their exemption from military duty. The report confirmed their exemption from military duty. Exemption is a noun whose plural form is exemptions. And the meaning of the noun exemption is permission not to do or pay for something that others are required to do or pay. Permission not to do or pay for something that others are required to do or pay. Today's seventh word is cringe. Cringe. Look at the photos and try to guess the meaning. Our sentence says, many English teachers cringe when their students use the word ain't. The word cringe is a verb. Its three forms are cringe, cringed, cringed. And the meaning of the verb cringe is to feel very embarrassed. To feel very embarrassed. The eighth word of today is obesity. No doubt you can guess the meaning easily. Look at the photos. Our sentence says, heart diseases, cancer, and strokes are also caused by obesity. The word obesity is a noun, both countable and uncountable. So its plural form is obesities. The meaning of obesity is a state of being extremely fat. The state of being extremely fat. The ninth word of today is laudable. Laudable. Look at the big clapping of the audience and you can guess the meaning. Our sentence says, his performance was really laudable. Everybody admired it. Laudable is an adjective. Actually, it is a long adjective. Laudable and its comparative form is more laudable than or less laudable than, and its superlative form is the most laudable or the least laudable. The meaning of the adjective laudable is worth of praise. Worth of praise. Today's final word is called scrutinize. Scrutinize. Look at the photos and try to guess. Our example sentence says, I know how you like to scrutinize a thing to death. I know how you like to scrutinize a thing to death. Scrutinize is a verb. Scrutinize, scrutinized, scrutinized. The meaning of the verb scrutinize is to examine something very carefully in order to discover something. To examine something very carefully in order to discover something. After finishing today's lesson, all what I can say to you is thank you, really thank you. I've enjoyed teaching this lesson to you, and I hope that all of you have enjoyed it with me.